Steak pie is a traditional dish all over the UK. And to make steak pie, you cook stewing steak very slowly in a sauce, sometimes with vegetables, in the oven. I have a favourite recipe for steak pie that uses Guinness in the sauce. So because it's St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March, I thought I could share it with you. Hello, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Smile English Stories, where you can listen to English in lots of different contexts. If I speak too quickly or too slowly, you can change the speed in YouTube. In English, we often talk about pies and tarts. A tart is shallower than a pie. It's not deep. And it usually just has a base. It's not covered. It doesn't have a top. But a pie can have a top and a bottom, but it's usually deeper than a tart. Steak pies come in lots of different forms, lots of different shapes. And people use lots of different ingredients. Some people add bacon or onions. Some people add kidneys or other vegetables. At home, we usually make a big family pie. But if you go to a fish and chip shop in England, and you don't want to try the traditional fish and chips, you could have steak pie and chips, a little steak pie. And you could try mushy peas. They're very green, very soft peas, almost a liquid, but not quite. In England today, pubs often serve a steak and ale pie in individual dishes. Ale is a type of beer. Now you might know that people in Ireland might say 1, 2, 3 and not 1, 2, 3. So I'm not sure if they drink a lot of beer in Ireland, because on this t-shirt I bought in Ireland, it says, I only drink on days beginning with T. Tuesday, Thursday, today, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. But in Ireland, people say Guinness is good for you. Yeah, so it would be logical to make a steak and Guinness pie for St. Patrick's Day. So what do we need to make steak and Guinness pie? Well, first we need some vegetables. So you need 2 to 3 carrots, 3 onions. I prefer using red onions, but you can use yellow onions. You need some garlic, so about 3 cloves of garlic. You need 2 or 3 sticks of celery and 8 to 10 mushrooms. And a few sprigs of rosemary from the garden. Or you could use dried rosemary.
smell good.
So first we need to prepare the vegetables. So we need to peel with a potato peeler the carrots and then chop the carrots into little cubes with a knife. Next you need to peel the onions, so take the skin off the onions and chop the onions into little pieces.
Don't forget the garlic!
Don't forget the garlic! Don't forget the garlic! Don't forget the garlic! Don't forget the garlic!
And then you can peel, so take the skin off, the mushrooms and slice the mushrooms. And wash and slice the celery. And you can prepare the meat too. So you dice the meat. This is a dice. A dice is like a cube. And to dice means to cut the meat into cubes. So now we're ready to make the sauce. And to make the sauce, the easiest is to use a dish, a big dish, that you can use on the cooker and in the oven. It's an oven-proof dish. And first, you're going to fry the onions for about 10 minutes in the dish. And then you are going to turn the heat up and add the other vegetables. So the carrots, the celery, the mushrooms and the garlic. And stir them together, mix them together for about 2, 3, 4 minutes. And then you're ready to add the meat. So you stir the meat in until it starts to brown. Then you can add a little salt and pepper. Then you need to add 2 tablespoons of flour and stir it into the mixture. And when the flour is mixed in, you're ready to add the secret ingredient, the Guinness. So you add the Guinness, and if you need to, you add a little water to cover the mixture. Then you can add the rosemary. When the sauce starts to bubble, you can cover it and put it in the oven at 190 degrees for about 2.5 hours until the meat is tender, till the meat is cooked. Now you should have a nice thick sauce, and normally we would cover the sauce with the pastry to make a big family pie, but today I'm going to try and make some little individual pies just like in a pub. Smells so good. So I have opened the pastry and I am going to use the little dishes to cut out tops for my little pies. it's better if the pastry is bigger, quite a bit bigger than the dish. So now all we have to do is spoon some of the sauce into the bowls and cover it with the pastry. I'm brushing the top with a little milk so the pastry will be nice and brown. So you could have chips with your steak pie, but we're having jacket potatoes tonight and peas, but not mushy peas. So I hope you enjoy your steak pie. By the way, is it good?
Hope so.
Is it as good as in the pub?
No, there's no beer.
Yes there is. Sláinte. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to share it with a friend who likes listening to English. Give me a thumbs up and I'll see you next time. Thanks for the thumbs, guys.